Harold's Fairy Tale by Crockett Johnson. Look at this boy. Is this a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is he doing?
He's drawing a pencil.
Drawing a pencil? Oh my goodness. Is it drawing a pencil? Is this the pencil?
No, he's drawing a
Flower?
He's drawing a picture.
Yeah, he's drawing a flower, it seems like. And it's... What color is this?
It's purple.
It's purple. Okay, so let's have a look. What is he drawing here?
He's drawing a castle.
Oh, but this doesn't look like a castle.
Mom,
Oh.
have to find that.
Yeah, let's have... Oh, that was a moon, yeah. To the enchanted garden. Okay, so let's have a look what he's drawing
Let's
with
go
this.
to the enchanted garden.
Oh, yeah, sounds cool. One evening, Harold got out of bed, took his purple crayon and the moon along, and went for a walk in an enchanted garden. Okay, so first of all, this crayon looks extremely big for his size, right? And let's have a look. Nothing grew in it. If he hadn't known it was an enchanted garden, Harold scarcely would have called it a garden at all. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a garden at all, does
Yeah.
it? It just looks like a straight line.
Yeah, he has decorated more.
Yeah, that's very strange. Why do we call it a garden when there's no garden?
You have to put some grass.
Okay, so
Plant some flowers.
yeah, no, and like a tree as well.
Oh yeah.
Like some nice, like maybe rabbits
Oh yeah. yeah.
hopping. Okay, to find out
And
what
buds.
oh yeah, birds as well, they're very important. Okay, so to find out what the trouble was, Harold decided to ask the king. So we need a king now, right?
I am the king.
Are you the king? Okay, oh, he's drew quite a lot of things now.
Wow.
Oh, we've got a castle. So kings live in large castles. Harold had to make sure the castle was big enough to be the king's. Yeah, this looks huge, right? Would you want to live in a castle?
Yes.
Okay, so which side of the castle would you want to live? This side, that side, maybe on top of it?
I want to go here because here has two places.
Uh-huh, okay.
The king is back.
Oh my goodness.
The
Welcome
king
back. Right, so he didn't want to waste time talking to any princes or earls or dukes. So he only wanted to meet King. The king, the king. This was a king's castle, all right. It had tall towers and a big draw gate to keep out people the king didn't want to see. Okay, so what are these? So no.
It's the king here.
Can anybody come in this gate?
No. You're an intruder.
Oh yeah, I'm the intruder. Let me in.
I want to come in the castle.
No, you can't.
You can.
Only I can go in the castle.
Little baby.
Oh my god. Okay, so now finally we've got a gate, but nobody can come in. But when the draw gate was drawn closed, it kept Harold out too. Okay, one more time. But when the draw gate was drawn closed, it kept Harold out too. Yeah, so how is it supposed to come in to the castle?
Can you not erase it?
Oh, maybe. Oh. Ha-
Pencil.
Oh,
Or
that's
you can make
right.
another door.
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't think he has the rubber, so he needs to draw another gate. Harold shouted for the king to come down and let him in, but the gate didn't open. Because he just drew it.
Why you keep calling me? I'm having a blast.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
he was having a bath. But we
Okay.
are taking a video in his bath.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He walked along the edge of the enchanted garden beside the smooth wall of the castle until he thought of his purple crayon. Right, so what's gonna happen next? A person smaller than a very small mouse would be able to get in. Without even bending, he walked into a very small mouse hole. It doesn't look like a small mouse hole
It
because...
looks big because he's.
Oh my goodness, look at the size of this mouse. He looks
I
huge.
don't think the mouse can even run.
Yeah, no.
But I think it's the mouse's size because it looks like the mouse's head kind of size.
Oh, maybe. He walked through the mouse hole into the castle. He invited the mouse in too, but the mouse preferred to stay outside. As he gazed around inside the big castle, Harold felt very tiny. Look at the size of the castle. And the king might not pay much attention to anybody who was smaller than a mouse. Yeah, I bet he wouldn't. Because the castle is so big, the king wouldn't recognize that he's here.
Yeah, because he's too small.
Yeah, no. So Harold used his purple crayon again. He made sure he was as tall as 4.5 steps of stairs, his usual height. That's funny. Then he climbed up the stairs looking for the king. He went up and up and up until he got so tired he couldn't climb another step. How many stairs can you see?
1, 2, 3,
Oh my
4,
goodness.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Ooh.
11, 12,
That
12.
many? Oh my god.
13.
Oh, finally he's up. Luckily, there were no more steps. He had reached the top. He still couldn't find the king, but he remembered kings sat on thrones. Yes, so now he's gonna draw
Is he not
something.
the king?
Or maybe.
Because he's sitting on the throne.
Oh, let's have a look. The king's thrones looked very comfortable. Harold thought the king wouldn't mind if he rested a few minutes. He sat on the throne, wondering what it was like to be a king and wear a crown. So he drew a crown. He tried it with the king's crown. It was alright for a while, but the crown began to feel heavy. Oh, we see the king now. So Harold put it on the king's head. As he thanked the king for the loan of the crown, he noticed the king looked sad. No doubt because of the garden. What happened to the garden? He asked the king if the trouble was due to a witch or a giant. The king couldn't say which. He looked sad and helpless. Evidently, the giant or witch, if the king couldn't tell which it was invisible. Either a witch or a giant did something to it. But Harold told the king not to worry. Oh, he's got an idea. Right, what is he going to do next?
He's making a hole for something.
Oh, yes. He set off to find the invisible witch or giant, brandishing his purple crayon. And accidentally, it made a hole in the wall. Oh my goodness. The accident embarrassed Harold, but the hole was the handiest way out of the castle, and he climbed through it. When he looked down from the other side of the hole, he realized he had forgotten how high up he was. Yeah, he was very high up.
Yeah, we see the moon so close.
Oh yeah, that's right. He needed something tall to climb down on. Something as tall as a steeple. To fill the hole in the castle, Harold put a handsome and useful clock in it. He was surprised to see how late it was. He slid down the steeple to find the invisible witch or giant right away. Do you think he found the witch or giant?
Yes.
Oh, look at this. It wasn't a steeple, it was a pointed hat. It was a giant witch. Oh, so it wasn't nor a giant or witch.
It was a giant witch.
Yeah, it was a giant witch. Oh.
So much better than the baby.
Ooh.
But it's not the baby drawing it, because the baby drawing the witch's hand right now.
Oh yeah. This baby can draw.
The story is all about him drawing stuff. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean he keeps drawing new stuff. Right, so let's have a look. The purple crayon made it plain. It was an invisible giant witch. Well, no wonder nothing grew in the enchanted garden. How could anything grow? Harold said to himself, with a giant witch tramping around with big feet. Now that he saw what the trouble was, all Harold had to do was drive the witch out of the enchanted garden. Oh, he's got a very cool idea. Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes, Harold knew, will drive anybody out of a garden. Yes, it would. Well, they would.
Is the baby not gonna run away?
Oh, maybe. They're gonna attack the baby as well, the Harold. The mosquitoes drove out the witch. They also were driving Harold out of the garden.
Oh yeah.
He had to make smoke to get rid of the mosquitoes. That's funny. And he had once heard somebody say that where there's smoke, there must be fire. To put out the fire, he first thought of fire engines, but he decided to make it rain. Rain was easier. Yeah, only the straight lines. The rain soaked everything, Harold too. But he said it's good for the flowers. He was right. Soon there were flowers. Is he drawing flowers?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be very difficult for him to draw all the flowers. Beautiful flowers popped up all over the enchanted garden, more than Harold was able to count, all in gorgeous bloom. Harold thought how delighted and happy the king would be when he looked out from the castle in the morning. And then, amazingly, the last flower turned out to be not a flower at all, but a lovely fairy. Oh, that's very nice. She only has 4 hairs,
That's right.
like your daddy. She held out her magic wand as fairies always do when they are giving somebody wishes that will come true. Harold couldn't think of a thing to wish for, but to be polite, he took one wish and told the fairy he'd use it later. Besides, Harold thought, as he started on his long walk home, a wish might come in handy sometime. So where is he going now? After all the excitement, he suddenly felt tired, and he stopped to rest a while. He sat on a small rock because the ground was still somewhat damp from the rain, and he wished the rock was a flying carpet. At once Harold felt it rise in the air. It flew fast and high. Ooh, I really want to go on this carpet. Flying carpet.
They're not gonna fall down.
Sorry?
The carpets are sheets, right?
Uh-huh.
So they are light, so they could fall.
Ooh. Well, but the rug is quite thick, so I don't think it's gonna fall. It's gonna be really fun. Wow, he's above the moon now. But when it went so fast, it left the moon behind. Harold realized he didn't know how to stop the carpet or even slow it down.
And Mommy.
Yes.
Listen. I failed. I don't know how to get this carpet down.
Oh my goodness. He wished he'd taken 2 wishes from the fairy so he could wish the flying carpet would land. Oh my god. He's got a problem, him.
I know what wish he could have done.
Uh-huh.
He could have just told the fairy, give me 2 wishes.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. But he's already used up 1 wish.
Yes.
So he's done. But he did have his purple crayon. Yeah, that's a good thing. He landed the flying carpet in his living room, right behind the high-backed chair his mother sat in knitting. Oh, good idea. So basically, this purple crayon is like a wish for him, like magic he can use.
Yeah.
He can draw anything he wants. And he asked her to read him a story before he went back to bed.
Is this not a story? Because he drew his own story.
Oh yeah, he made his own story by drawing lots of things. Yeah.
It's
But-
like a story.
Oh yeah, like a story. So Harold's story is finished. And Harold's mommy's story will be beginning soon.
Because this is a mommy. And his mommy already told him the story. Because this is the story.
Oh.
Because this book is a story, and he made.
But he didn't go to bed yet.
So it's called. The
But our story is finished. So the mommy will give him a story after this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Harold, night night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you for your lovely story.
Night night. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.